Hello and welcome to another update video about LINK, probably one of the most, you could say bullish looking coins out there at the moment. At least at the moment, as long as support is holding. I always have to highlight that. This chart doesn't look too bad. However, this movement, I have to say that this movement to the upside, it's a little bit unclear how it would fit into the bigger picture. But nevertheless, we are following here a potential uptrend. I'm counting that as a diagonal structure. There is also an impulsive structure, which is sort of my alternative wave count that I showed you in yesterday's video that would be a bit more bullish, but I would try to keep expectations low. I know why. And this is about, okay, look, we're tracking a diagonal. We had two entry points here, or let's call them trade setups. Not everybody will have entered, so trade setups. Anybody who did that might have another chance to add to their trade maybe here. This is not a high confidence support area. It's an orange. Means it's not very well established. It's a diagonal, so we just need to be on our toes here. And I would not. Orange basically means I would not be surprised if it breaks. We should never be surprised if a support area breaks, because in the end we're not making the market, okay? But in a diagonal, the situation is just a little bit less clear than in impulses, for example. So nevertheless, it's done what it needed to do. It reached the minimum expectation for a wave 4 pullback here. And actually in the last video we said, okay, it would be very likely for price to reach the 38.2 retracement in this box, because it is the most likely retracement area and target for a wave 4. It did exactly that and already reacted to it. However, at the moment, price action to the upside is not very convincing, and I have no confirmation at this stage that this downturn is finished, that this correction consolidation is finished. Price has also tested the trend line, and if it now follows through to the upside, we could get one more high, maybe into the area around $859 maybe. We will need to see. We can measure that in a minute. But what I want to highlight is, while we had a bit of a reaction here, it's not it's not really at a stage where we've broken above any highs. We haven't taken out any resistance, so I cannot confirm to you at this stage that the low is in here locally. So I still expect lower. However, this is the area, exactly the area where we expect the trend to shift and where we're looking for an impulsive move to the upside. Now you can use, for example, a trend line. I would pay attention to this trend line. It seems like it's moving in a channel to the downside. So if it breaks above this descending trend line, I think we have a very first early indication that this correction is finished. If it never breaks above this trend line, don't be surprised if this support area breaks and the setup fails, okay? Now, what would be a target for this fifth wave? Now, we can take the length of waves 1 and 3, then we go to the low of the wave 4. Again, this might move a little bit depending on how low the wave 4 really goes, but yeah, typical target, as I said, 850, but that's nearly too low. More likely here $9, 61.8 extension. Let's see if we get there. $9.50 is a very, very critical resistance up there structurally. You'll see that when we go into the 4-hour chart. Here we had 3 touch points before, very, very important and critical resistance, and LINK hasn't really broken above this range for more than a year. So yeah, that's my update about LINK. Just want to make you aware, holding quite well. Let's observe today, tomorrow, if it can hold that, and at least one more high should then happen, but only as long as we're holding 761. Below that level, it's likely going to break down. Yeah, that's my update about LINK. I hope you will like the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.